First question. Why should we study psychology? Well, psychology is an important field in many aspects. It helps us understand human behavior, society, and everyday life. For me, I believe psychology should be an important class in learning how people think in the cognitive aspect of how we can better understand the world, its environment, and the people who live in it. I would say psychology is pretty much one of those founding blocks that it plays a big part on our structure and evolution in life and the way we think about things. I mean, the subject is quite interesting if you think about it. The evolution from philosophy to psychology, everyone today uses it, psychology in their own way or form without even realizing it. And the class was pretty fun, so I enjoyed it a lot. Touching from that aspect, I mean, I believe I would have loved learning this like in early as middle school, because it would have helped us understand things a little more, and rational thinking, how we process things, how to better our social cues. I mean, learning is not a bad thing. Now these days, there's kids that are smarter, that are learning much quicker. I think it should be one of those main subjects like science, math, reading, writing. But, everyone's different. Everyone has different opinions. But I'm glad that I took this class though. I learned a lot. All right, so we're done with question number 1, and now let's head to question number 2. So next question. The most important aspects about psychology. What are the most important aspects? Wow, so many to choose from. Well, learning about life and its social behavior, the aspects in society. That's one of the most important parts of psychology I found interesting. And understanding human behavior, understanding about the human mind, the body, and how they work and relate. Not everyone would put things like that into consideration, like a puzzle piece. But psychology manages to bring all this together in one setting, so it makes it much easier for a person to just see the connections instead of trying to figure out the difference between this and that. Also, learning to diagnose physical and mental illnesses was also an interesting aspect about psychology that I see why it's such an important field that people should really take into consideration. It just makes you more aware of how one can trigger another in the cognitive point of view, and how medicine can even alter our perception of things, of how we feel, and how pretty much far along the human race has come in evolution wise. From mind, body, medicine, economy, society. I mean, it all relates into psychology, and it's those important aspects that I found very interesting about this subject. There's plenty more stuff, but too much to touch on that subject. So on to the next question. What did I learn from this class? Haha. Tons and tons of information. I feel so much that my brain can't even process it. I never considered beforehand that psychology played a very important part in many things, and especially in such important roles as human behavior, understanding the human body and its functions mentally and physically, of course. Um, Understanding the eye, the human condition, the body, how the brain works. Um, it got me understanding more about our functions, how mental illnesses can manifest, how they can be treated, how pretty much they can be, rationalized. Um, it was sad to know that we only get 20% of our duration of sleep during the REM cycle. I mean, wow. No wonder I'm so tired all the time. um, what else? But on to the next question. How do you use psychology in everyday life? So many uses. I mean, psychology has many uses in my everyday life, from my sleep to the way I think, the way I feel, how I view society, how society views me, how I could I would say understand, but mostly like how to understand not just mine but other people's social cues. You know, um, that's one thing I was looking forward in this class of understanding of human behavior and social psychology. It's just the way the mind works is quite interesting because I still understand how people can sometimes say one thing but act differently, and I don't know if they do it intentionally just to mislead a person, or if there's like a physical underlining that of an urge that they seem to can't control, and it surpasses, which is what makes their actions seem different than their words. But then again, that's me overthinking things. But what can I say? I like to think a lot. Um, there's many uses for it. I mean, I can better persuade people because if I understand their social cues, their human behavior, their mannerisms, I can determine what's a better scenario of how they're thinking, of what this could lead, or how a person can act, or how I could act in certain situations. I mean, it plays a very important part in everything. What else? So, you only had 4 questions listed, so I decided to throw one in there because I know you wanted to see how it relates to my career field in film production. So I wrote, how does psychology relate to my career goals in the film industry? Well, I I believe it's one of those major kind of like building blocks in a way of a triangle, because like this field applies a great deal to my career in film and televisions in so many ways. I mean, it better understand for me to understand a scene and how to edit it, what emotion they're trying to feel, get from it, or what they're trying to portray on screen, you know. Casting directors also, I would say, use some sort of psychology because they, when it comes to casting for a specific part in an audition process, actors have to um, imitate certain emotions that they might have experienced in their past or have not. And the most challenging is the ones of people who have not experienced certain emotions, like heartbreak or pain of a broken bone or a mental ailment, depending on the situation, what the scene is asking for. Casting directors try to understand the human behaviors to see if they're exactly portraying what they're looking for in the process of shooting their film, and to see if it comes more naturally or is being forced. And those things are pretty much characterized in psychology and understanding the human body, the way a person acts, their minds, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. So that's one thing I've noticed, that it does apply to my career goals. I mean, and it also helps me be a better person in persuasion in the business field, because I do want to own my own business. I do want to open my own production company, and a restaurant, clothing line. I mean, I got a lot of things in mind, even to an art studio. Who knows? Even maybe like a small private institute, you know, that could help, kids, like a summer camp program or something, to hone in on their talents, because to me the arts is very important, and believe it or not, psychology is a form of art, in my opinion, also. And life is just another form of expression that one also needs to broaden the horizon, and psychology managed to open my eyes to a little more things for that, and how I can better my future success in my career, because now I'm probably going to take it up as a side major in the near future, after I get more settled in, after like a good job and stuff like that, and pretty much see where it goes from there. I mean, who knows? You'll probably be seeing me soon, maybe with like a YouTube channel or something, because all it all takes is just a camera, a determined person, imaginative, artistic, adventurous person who wants to like put interesting things out there for people to see, and express. So, and all it takes is just one camera, one person, and technology, pretty much. And along the way, everything should fall into place. So, this is my video presentation. Sorry it was so long. Tried to do like more of a one-shot edit, so this wouldn't be too much of a process. But also, I want to finish off with thank you so much. I really enjoyed being in your class. Apologies for always being late. But for the most part, I mean, I learned a lot. I probably didn't get to touch on every subject here. I know you were looking for more details, but I think this is more of a presentation of an expression of what psychology is for me, and how I perceive it in this world, and how I can better from it. And your class really opened my eyes to that, and I mean, seriously. So, but it was pretty cool though. I mean, it's not every day you get to touch a brain that's not your own. That's the important part. And hopefully this video wasn't too cheesy, and good luck. I mean, you're an awesome teacher. I hope I see you again. So pretty much have a good summer, and peace out. Oh my god. Now I'm stuck going to the East Campus. Crap. Oh, bye.